Hey John, how
Hello.
are you? Nice to see you.
I'm good to see you.
Fantastic. So kicking off Cannes on a high,
Yep.
talking about net zero emissions. So first of all, why is this topic important to you and MIQ, of course?
Well, look, net zero offers a solution to the most essential, immediate, wide-reaching problem and challenge that the world faces right now. So, yeah, it's really important for that reason. But it's also important to MIQ because it matters to our employees,
Right.
it matters to our clients, and it just feels like the right thing to do.
Fantastic. And on that note about the right thing to do, can you share a little bit more about what you guys have been doing in the last few years as one, I would say, of the most progressive companies in the industry out there?
Yeah, so we've got two paths to our sort of net zero efforts at the moment. One is helping advertisers on their net zero journey, and the other is reaching net zero ourselves. So in terms of helping advertisers, we've launched a sustainable ads solution that comprises sustainable creative, which has a slimmer load. It's got a green score, which basically helps advertisers understand their emissions and benchmarks that against the rest of the industry. And then it's got carbon reduction optimization, so basically picking the supply paths which will reduce your emissions on a campaign. So that's our sustainable ads solution. And then in terms of our own net zero journey, we've set targets. The first one, the most pressing one, is net zero on our scope 1 and 2 emissions by the end of 2025. So we're hustling to hit that at the moment.
Fantastic. And I know you're making progress on that one, so congrats. Talking about, the wider industry and opportunities to make an impact, what do you see as the main opportunities out there in this space?
So I think the exciting thing is that there's no kind of scientific barrier or lack of technology that means we can't completely decarbonize the digital ad space, right? So I think there's two main things that we need to do. One is reduce redundancy, and the other is to leverage renewables. So in terms of reducing redundancy, it's just looking at all the areas in which we may be doing things because we can, especially in, for example, the programmatic supply path. There's a lot of duplicate ad requests, things that could be cleaned up, use of many different SSPs to monetize supply. I think we can all trim down and basically reduce redundancy, and in the process dramatically reduce the carbon footprint of what we do. And then also we can switch to renewables. So that's something that we're doing ourselves, both by, for example, switching offices onto renewable programs, but also purchasing renewable energy credits. And I think migrating to the cloud, where often providers like Amazon, Microsoft, Google are purchasing a lot of renewables on your behalf. So all of those things are really doable, and we think that's really exciting.
I love how you make it sound doable, simple, achievable, which it is. I think we tend to overcomplicate things sometimes in our heads. So, we're in Cannes. At Cannes, many new trends, many new things come up. We've been talking about sustainability for a few years now. Do you think this is just a fad, or is net zero here to stay for all of us?
I think everything runs on the hype curve. I think we've come over the hype curve, and we're going to enter into that plateau of productivity now, where we've talked about it, everyone's aware of it, now we just need to get the work done. And I think that's actually more exciting than the hype.
Agreed. John, thank you so much. Lovely seeing you here. Cheers.
And you.